Towards the end of January, news broke about the horrific death of Tyre Nichols, who was the victim of police brutality. The body cam police footage was released on Friday, January 27th, showing the officers beating Tyre in Memphis, Tennessee at a traffic stop. Peaceful protests occurred across the nation at the same time, and the 5 officers were charged with kidnapping and second-degree murder. And, you know, we talk too much about police brutality on and off. We barely don't talk about it that much because, you know, being that we are the youth and the millennials place to be heard, but it's like we're a weekly show only on for an hour. It's like things just happen so much at the same time here. It's like it's just not easy to get it in here, but it's like I know we've talked briefly about police brutality in our own times, but I'm like, when is this going to end? Where does this go from here?
Right, I can tell that you feel distraught, David, because you could barely get the words out.
That's it.
This happens so much. I am glad, however, that we have social media now and we have camera phones and we can video record and have some proof to hold officers accountable.
Yeah.
I do feel some type of way the fact that these officers were arrested immediately, thrown like under the jail because these are 5 black officers.
Right.
So now this becomes a situation of power, that you having your badge, you're holding so much power and you're using it, you know, you're taking advantage of the power that you have. And it's just unfortunate because what even led to this beating in the first place? What excuse would they even have? Do you remember the beginning of why the officers came to the site in the first place?
Something has to do with like this stop and frisk thing is like really just getting out of hand somehow. And like I only know a little bit details about it, but it's like there's more details coming in as things go on because, you know, it's like it's just so much here, and I just felt sorry about with Tyre Nichols of experiencing this because, you know, it's like, you know,
nothing results, no matter what the reason was, nothing results in someone being killed.
And he looked like a true
traffic accident or traffic stop.
Yeah, I was reading that it was allegedly due to reckless driving, but I'm like, either way, like, I don't think that for such a minute reasoning, like it's necessary for 5 officers to just be on one man at the same time.
I couldn't watch the video, honestly.
It was horrible to watch.
I saw maybe 1 second of it and decided not to watch it because there's so much violence being shown of brown people and black people getting killed viciously, and it's just being shown without you know, care. We need more empathy in the world. We need to be more sensitive to these type of things happening.
Yeah.
I read as well that the news outlets released the footage at a certain timing in the evening where like kids will already be home and people will be out of work just to avoid, you know, the riots and just because they know how sensitive the video was. So it was just very insane to watch.
I mean, I can understand the riots and the protesting and marching, especially after something like this happened. We did have the situation with George Floyd, right?
I was just about to bring that up.
That made a really big impact, those marches. And then that's, of course, when like Black Lives Matter blew up in different type of organizations to combat police brutality.
Yes. Black lives still matter here. Yeah.
Yeah, some laws do need to change as far as like the power and what the authorities have to do with that power that they hold.
Yeah, but I guess the point is that I think no matter what police officer you are, depending on no matter whether if you're white or black, it's still police brutality and it's still Black Lives Matter just for beating up an innocent person. Like, anytime I just see police brutality happening, it's like, it just makes me speechless, and I just get so sick and tired of innocent people getting hurt and dealing with this because it's like because there's this one person that said, "Don't stop the you can stop the criminal, but don't stop the innocent people." Basically, is what they said.
I just feel like sometimes the bad takes the spotlight away from the good officers. and the
Right.
bad things that they are doing is just making the whole
Just carry a negative
system
stigma.
look bad. Yeah, now we have a negative stigma about like police officers. So I know that there are some good officers out there. We have some in our family, right?
Right.
I wonder
Yeah.
what they think about these things, because I don't see like other officers speaking out when things like
Right.
this happen. They kind of
Right.
stay low key. But have you heard anything from maybe officers you know personally?
Like there's, for me personally, is like I barely have interactions with officers because most of the time I'm just minding my own business and doing what I got to do here.
Yeah.
But there have been some interactions with officers that I met here, whether they're in like a school or a community service building, and we just chat for a little bit. But we don't chat that much because it's like there's so much going on, whatever it is, with the events. But it's like, but that's something we could definitely try to do on this show. Like basically get their officers' opinions about how we could end police brutality.
Yeah, we could bridge that
That'd
gap
be a great
within
idea,
the community,
actually.
so we can have that conversation.
Exactly.
And
That is
open
very
it
important
up.
at that.
Yeah.
Yes, because at the end of the day, if you're innocent, you should not, and you experience police brutality, you should take action and just stand up for what you believe in and just express yourself. No, I am not the criminal, okay? I am the innocent person. I did nothing wrong. Why are you arresting me for something I did or falsely accusing me for the wrong reasons? That's the thing we gotta be mindful of here, okay?